Hey y'all, it's Amy.
And Amanda.
Are y'all ready for a behind the scenes look at the latest episode?
Make sure you're all caught up on the newest episode of 1,000 Pound Sisters. So on this episode, we go to the farm to go horseback riding, and Tammy goes to Lexington to get approval for surgery.
Today we're making potheads, but not what you think. There's a viral video of people having styrofoam heads, and then they put makeup and stuff on it, and then their hair will be the bouquet, the like flower crown type situation.
We got an assortment of flowers that we just had stuffed in a box. You know, it's just stuff. You can definitely use stuff that you have at home. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money on it. Of course, Amy does lots of arts and crafts, so she would already have a lot already. So we got some paint, different colors, some snippets to cut the flowers down when we get to that. We're just using a plate to put our paint on, and I'm gonna start with my woman.
I'm gonna start with my woman too, because I don't know what to do with him.
We're gonna choose, you can, look, this is your pie head. You can do whatever you want to with it. This is your head. I'm gonna paint my face, a face color, skin tone, hopefully.
I'm gonna take off my ring first.
At this point, I'm just taking a bunch of colors trying to get a skin tone type color, because they don't have really no.
Here's a red. Like
that is reddish. I don't like that.
No, that's more yellow.
I'm not doing. Listen, this is my story.
Okay.
In this episode, we went to our cousin Cindy's house. Super excited to be with her, but I'm not sure about these horses.
We ain't got to worry about no weight limits or nothing.
You say that like you're still 500 pounds. Get your ass up there on the horse.
Well, that's something you still got to worry about.
Hell, Chris does it, doing this like he's been doing this his whole damn life.
I really wanted to ride that horse, but I couldn't because, you know.
Chris looked just so natural. He just looked like a natural on there.
Chris has always looked like a mountain, like he was raised in the mountains.
Right, remember when we went to Gatlinburg and we got those family pictures made? Like, he dressed up, and it looked just like he was handpicked right out of that era.
Awesome.
The setting itself, like, really did bring back memories from when I was a kid, and just how peaceful it is, away from the hustle and the bustle of the so-called city life. Ladies, just like when you do your face at home, please do not stop right here in this area. Please extend your makeup on down your neck, under your chin, down into your neck. That's called blending. You want to make sure that you blend your foundation out, because we don't want no lines. Amy.
Yeah.
Would you rather save a horse or ride a cowboy?
Oh, honey, I'd ride that cowboy all day, every day.
I wonder who that cowboy would be.
Hey, sis.
Hey, girl.
How you feeling this morning, Tammy? You all right?
We just got here. We thought we would check in with you, see how you was going.
Feeling bad? You're dizzy? Your stomach is upset? Me, Misty, Chris, and Brittany went up a little bit earlier than Amy.
Our deep concern was like, Tammy had a trach, who's gonna watch her while she's at the hotel? Like, how are we gonna get there in one piece? Like, there was a lot of concerns when it comes to Tammy.
I mean, I'm not even gonna sit here and, like, pretend. Like, I've been waiting my whole life for this, or her whole life for this. She's the one that did the work. We didn't do it for her, by no means. But we've been waiting a long time for this. It's been stressful for all of us. We've all put the work in, time, lost sleep, you know, when she's gotten so sick, and it's a very big moment for all of us. I know that it's more for Tammy than it is for the rest of us, but it's definitely a victory for us as well, just to be here.
Check out this exclusive clip of Tammy's pre-approval appointments.
Often people ask me, Tammy, like in the situation, why am I having to see a blood doctor? The reason that you're coming to see us is you've had a history of a blood clot before. I understand you had a DVT, or a deep venous thrombosis. Blood clot in the leg, I think was what you had, is that correct? Or was it a blood clot in the lungs? Lungs, okay. One of the things that Dr. Smith, who's doing your surgery, approached me about a few years ago is that most people, when you're entertaining doing the sleeve gastrectomy or gastric sleeve, Most people do very well with the surgery, but there's a uncommon type of blood clot that can show up sometimes after a bariatric surgery. With that being said, we sent some labs last week, and I think you've already had those collected, and it probably was like 8 or 10 tubes of stuff. So I'm sure you cursed us while it was like going on. But the reason for those tests are looking to see, could you have possibly inherited something? Has anybody else in your family had a history of blood clots?
There's been a couple of us, me,
Mom.
Mom.
No.
So, I mean, it's in the family.
Sure.
You know, there's a lot of different factors that plays into exactly what you have to go through to get approved. But they're pretty much all the same. You have to make sure that your heart's good, your lungs are good, make sure you don't have any kind of infections in your blood. But I know that she's above and beyond where she's supposed to be, and everyone is proud of her and all this stuff. So Amy's finishing up her makeup. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting some of my little flowers in. I'm gonna start with a little succulent. My inspiration is the fact that I don't really like none of these flowers that's on the table, but I love succulents. And this would be this is the little grass that would be down inside of the pot. So I'm gonna just kind of
Make a toupee.
make a crown. You're gonna be able to blend your lace front down real good as long as you get that good foundation of glue up underneath it. What's going on with you and your inspiration over there? What's going
I
on?
don't have no info.
You don't have no info?
I don't have no inspo. I'm always at the fly of my hat type deal.
The best part about this thing with the plants and stuff, it's no maintenance. It's not low maintenance, it's no maintenance.
That's
I
what
ain't
I
gotta
need in
worry
my
about
life.
watering these.
Something don't gotta be taken care of.
I never have been a crafty person. The things I be crafting is up in the kitchen. Okay, feeding
And
my
I can't
family.
cook, that's why I craft.
I would definitely put something down here around the neck to weight her down, because these succulents is kind of heavy. She got a big, it's almost like a bobblehead. I'm actually really proud of Amy, because hers is looking good. Sometimes when we be arts and crafting, I'd be wondering where the craft and the arts is at, because she don't always do right, in my opinion. This one over here, she's extra. Mine is just reserved with a little bit of tang to her.
We have our own styles, yeah, our bolder than you. It's
Look at her hair.
aspects.
Okay? Look at her hair. I'm conservative. She ain't. And then I think I'm done. I got one more flower I'm gonna throw on here.
I think I'm done too. Let's get little Mickey Mouse ears up in this bitch.
And there's my girl, Samantha. Me and her, we're gonna roll together.
I still ain't got a name for mine. Y'all give me some info. Like, what should I name her? Thank you guys for watching and keep watching 1,000 Pound Sisters on TLC. Bye, y'all.
And don't forget, it's always okay to help another queen straighten her crown. Or maybe just place a flower in it.